They skipped my birthday, so I skipped their fortune. When I turned 29, my apartment was silent. No balloons. No calls. Not even a text from my family. I sat alone with a store-bought cupcake and a single candle, whispering, "Happy birthday, loser." That night, I promised myself something. One day, they'd regret ever making me feel invisible. 3 years later, they did. My tech company, Lunaris AI, had just been featured on Forbes' 30 Under 30 list. $35 million in revenue. International contracts. My face on the cover. The same family who ghosted me suddenly remembered my number. And they didn't come empty-handed. They showed up at my penthouse with cake, wine, and the fakest smiles you've ever seen. "We're so proud of you, honey." My mom squealed, her voice dripping with greed. My brother raised his glass. "You've really made it, sis. We always knew you would. Always knew." "Please." I let them talk. I smiled, nodded, laughed when they laughed. Then my father slid an envelope across the marble table. "A small business proposal," he said, his tone rehearsed. "We thought maybe you could invest in a family project. We've already set up the company name, Lunaris Legacy. Perfect fit, don't you think?" My champagne nearly spilled from how hard I was trying not to laugh. They named it after my company. But instead of blowing up, I played along. "Sounds interesting," I said sweetly. "How about we meet at my office tomorrow to finalize things?" They grinned, clinking glasses. They thought they had me. The next day, I invited them to the Lunaris headquarters. 30 floors of glass and steel overlooking San Francisco. When they arrived, cameras were already rolling. My assistant handed them contracts to sign for documentation. They didn't even read them, too blinded by greed. Once their signatures were sealed, I gestured toward the huge monitor behind me. "Congratulations," I said. "You've just officially donated your family company, Legacy Investments, to the Lunaris Foundation for Girls in STEM. The one I founded." Their faces dropped. "You tricked us," my brother yelled. "No," I said calmly. "I invited you to make history. You just didn't ask whose." The reporters I'd secretly invited began snapping photos. My parents' fake smiles melted under the flashes. The internet loved it. Forbes founder outsmarts greedy family in live meeting. Went viral within hours. That night, I sat in the same quiet apartment where no one had shown up 3 years earlier. But this time, I didn't need candles or cake. I had peace. And when my mom called crying, begging for forgiveness, I simply said, "You should have been there when I had nothing." I hung up, smiled, and poured myself a glass of wine. Revenge never tasted this smooth. If you love stories where karma dresses in designer heels and serves revenge colder than champagne, hit that subscribe button right now. Because the next story, oh, it's even sweeter.